Good morning, everybody. It is a brisk, I think it was 27 degrees, and for the first time in 6 years of owning equipment, I have a cabbed machine with me. This is the Bobcat E40 R2. This has the Cab Plus package. Took delivery of it yesterday, so we are pretty excited about it. I'll go into why I decided to get this machine. I've had Kubota excavators and skid steers for the last several years, and made the change over to the Bobcat on this one, and I'm pretty happy I did so far. Granted, this is day one, so I'll obviously keep things updated as we either run into issues or find things I like and dislike on it. But the overall comfort of the machine, the stability and the power, in short, are why I decided to go with this machine. So we are clearing out some pea gravel that got pushed into the brush when I was loading it into the skid steer bucket to spread this driveway, along with a whole bunch of other driveways up in there and then around a pond earlier this week. So we're gonna clean that up, smooth it out so that we can bill for this project and get out of here. So I'm gonna clip the camera on the cage of this thing so you can watch us do some work. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so we're doing our best to get this gravel kind of away from this brush so that it's not a big old waste of material. Unfortunately, when they dropped it off, they dropped all this gravel right in this low water crossing down there. I don't know if you can see it right at the tip of my bucket. Let me adjust the camera for you. They dropped 45 ton down there and then another 40 ton right here. They did that in between all this vegetation and growth, and they dropped it down there in the low water crossing. So that's where we're getting all these large river rocks and then all this junk. Fortunately, we were able to get enough material to coat all the surfaces that the homeowner wanted, but I felt bad having all this material kind of shoved into the weeds. So we're gonna pile it up for him so he at least has a little bit of gravel and he can pick out some of the junk. Go flat out on it. We're still trying to get used to it a little. It definitely handles different than the U35 we just upgraded from. But goodness gracious, this machine is well powered, well balanced. It's not too jerky. We are happy with it. The cabin's obviously spacious enough for me to have my 5-year-old boy here with me. We're not cramped, we're not bumping into controls. It's phenomenal. We're pretty happy with our purchase, aren't we? Yeah. But in the last video I shot, which was just a couple days ago, I already knew I was in the process of buying this machine. But I was discussing the U35 versus KX033, and I said if I had to pick the two machines, if I was buying a 3.5 ton machine again, I'd go with the KX033, which is true. And the only reason I'm getting rid of I got rid of the U35 was because we outgrew it. I needed the additional digging depth, which really the KX033 could have done it, but I needed some more weight for what we're doing. I wanted to be able to handle like a class 4 bucket. There's just a handful of things that needed to happen to make sure I wasn't going to be looking for an upgrade a couple years from now. And so when we picked this E40, it was between the E40 or the KX040 from Kubota. The KX040 no doubt would have been a very stable machine, more so stable than this, but it was a tail swing machine, and the concern was we wouldn't be able to fit it in the dump trailer anymore. The dump trailer is just so handy to haul the stuff around. So this E40 not only fits in the dump trailer, spec wise it's pretty comparable. I think they're almost identical to the KX040, and when you sit in the two machines, the feel and just the feel, the cabin, the controls on this Bobcat are better. And for value, had a thumb on it, with a diverter valve and the quick couplers, stuff I didn't have to do or get the machine into the shop as soon as I got it to have it all upfitted with that. So we are pretty tickled with it. We did a lot of research before we made this decision. We love the Kubota machines, there's no doubt about it, but in terms of a 4-ton machine, this would have been it. If the KX033 or the U35 had like 35 horsepower, we probably would have held on to it for a whole lot longer. But we decided to get this 40 horse machine, and then we got it with a cabin so that we weren't sitting there wishing we had one a couple of years from now, wanting to upgrade already. We want to hour this machine out. And the best way to do that for us was to get one with a cab on it. So we'll keep on digging. The trees in here make it a little tough. That'd be probably better if I make it a little tough because you can't really keep. You gotta stick in to get past the tree and stick out. It's a big old waste of time, but it's kind of the only spot we can get to right now. But we're kind of digging. We're digging over the side of the track right now. You can feel it. It is a little more jerky, but I also don't have that blade planted very good. Let's see if I can adjust a little. The reach on this machine is absolutely spectacular in comparison to those 3.5-ton machines. Gosh. One of those things where you're trying to not scratch up the new stick just yet. The rocks down in this dry, well, I guess it's dry now, but this low water crossing are actually pretty large. Once you get down to the bottom of this material pile here. Everybody, thanks for watching. We just finished up piling up that dirt and smoothing some stuff out with this new Bobcat E40. First day with it, first couple hours with it, we really like it. Obviously we liked it when we tested it, that's why we bought it, but we are pretty doggone excited to really run this machine through its paces and see how it does for us. We're very blessed to be able to use this machine and work the way we can, and so we'll take you along for the ride and kind of pick the machine apart, both for good and bad as we go, and if it helps helps you guys during the purchasing process of your equipment, then great. If you just want to listen to an excavator crash through some rock, then also great, because it seems like that's what we do a lot of. But thanks for tuning in. Give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. I'll talk to you soon.